The purpose of our lesson, content objective, is to identify the role of the organelles in protein synthesis. So you guys, by the end of today, should know which organelles play a role and what they do in the process of protein synthesis. And you'll be describing what protein synthesis is in a group today after watching an animation. The language objective is to describe the process of protein synthesis. So again, you'll be learning about the organelles and then how to use your language, the correct academic language, in order to do that.
Our purpose today, we have a math and a language objective. So I want you thinking about these are the things you need to know before you leave today. Number 1, math. It says to understand and use coordinate graphs to plot ordered pairs. Also to interpret the meanings of graphs and their relationships to functions. So I want you to connect this with what you know about functions into what we're doing today. The language objective, you will predict the meaning of content-related vocabulary. So you're going to predict the meanings of all these vocab words I have up here. I want you to be thinking of them in your head. And then it also says you will develop your own definitions and examples.
We have an objective for content, what we're learning. It's to analyze the structure and literary devices and to develop the theme in literature. And what is theme? We also are working on our language. The same time we're working on language arts, we're working on language. We're using these terms to discuss and understand literature. Right now, we're going to add the content to our structure. So, we are going to analyze the structure of that folktale, Old Lady in the Cave, my favorite folktale. We're going to use literary devices to talk about this piece of literature.
The purpose of today is that we want to break down some of the steps in creating a recipe and focus in on the ingredients and the equipment. Okay, just kind of slow things down. Good cooks, they just real fast automatically read and make decisions about things. So because you're first starting out, I want to break it down real slow. Okay, and we're going to start that off with it's called a think aloud, and where I'm going to kind of go through the process of what I do when I read recipes. And you're going to take some notes on this grid I gave you or on these squares. And I'll do that with pancakes because we all are familiar with the pancakes. And then we're going to flip that paper over, and as a table, you're going to do the same process that I'm going to show you, and we're going to do that with the Snickerdoodle recipe. Okay, so you should have that card in your folder. Okay, all right, and then we're going to do a pair activity where I'm going to have you come up here to this basket, grab one of these, and then sit and do this assignment kind of together. Because typically this is how recipes look here, okay? They are just written in one big paragraph.